So he teams up with SUPD and has them go in a V formation and have them start chanting SUPD while they were busting these parties. And let's just say their methods were strange.
What do you mean by that?
They were playing the purge notification in the dorms. Wouldn't it be a crazy idea to get arrested on the first day of school?
No!
I mean, let me play it out for you. You could just be chilling. And then suddenly this happens. Hands, let me see the hands, boy. But if you haven't watched my last video, I basically recapped all the major events that happened during Stream University 2026. And I just wanted to make a smaller series, more in-depth series of smaller things that happened throughout the individual days. So, welcome to day one. So day one of Stream University was crazy to start the year. The year started off with Adept losing his mind by seeing the Cat in the Hat, or someone at least dressed as the Cat in the Hat, entering campus. Now, if this were me, I would know that they had antics since I watched the clip, but if I didn't watch the clip, then I would be the same type of confused as Adept, because I don't know why a grown man in a Cat in a Hat costume is moving in on a university campus. Day one is usually whenever people introduce each other, like you were to do in your first day of college, or your first day of like a new elementary school or a new middle school. You get the yada yada, and they get open with the opening ceremony. This opening ceremony was pretty big because not only did Kai tell every new student about the new rules on campus, he also had Mr. Beastu cameo to say that there are a few brief cases of money around campus. Drake also made an appearance, not physically, virtually. And he also said that he had a few surprises for the students as well.
Sensational.
And then he also had there were also some big sponsors like I mentioned, Fortnite, Dell, State Farm, which Hootie probably lost him that sponsorship with State Farm.
What?
But also during his opening ceremony, he introduced the professors. Now, Ludwig was teaching a multiple array of classes. So one of his classes he taught on how to get lucky. He also roasted a few students on like their YouTube channels, but like that's another topic for another day. Agent talked about content, money, and like he did a Shark Tank segment that was pretty good. Senate taught networking, and a whole bunch of other professors taught their things. I'm not going to get too further into detail because this video is probably going to be long. Also during that ceremony, Kai introduced everybody to SUPD. Now, when you look at that lineup, you start to have your doubts. You start sleeping on that line. Oh boy.
No!
Them boys were moving. They were moving different. Phantom?
No!
Roll the clip. So after the opening ceremony, Kai went to his office, and the first people who were allowed to go stream were SCPD. After they got out of that meeting, they had their first arrest.
What?
Who gets arrested? Oh wait, no. There are a few instances in college where people get arrested all the time on the first day. But SUPD made their first arrest on Silky, who was, I don't know if he was harassing people. I know he was harassing people with water guns, and they tackled him to the ground. It was a pretty funny clip because it's the first day of school. During those meetings, Kai met some individuals. One streamer I would love to mention is Juicy Jacob, because all throughout Streaming University, this man brought a Fortnite Battle Pass with him. He brought the Lorax, which is his most popular cosplay, Silver Surfer, Megamind, Jeffy from SML, and a whole plethora of other skins that he brought to Stream University.
Damn.
If you're wondering why all the students had to go to Kai's office, is to receive their schedules and roommate assignments. And some pairings were kind of good, like Plaque Boy Max and Wardrobe and Ron and Bilzo. But that's all I'm going to cover on with all the meetings. It was just basically just the students were interacting with Kai and they're interacting with him. But let's get to the good stuff. So there were a few party controversies on campus.
What?
Now, the first party controversy that we got was literally in the opening ceremony. Kai got word that they were planning a party before the whole event even started.
Bruh.
Another party conspiracy was with Senna, Rage, and Agent.
No!
Where Senna wanted to throw a party with Agent and Your Rage because they were all on the same floor near each other. So while they were planning this party, I don't know if this is true or not. Do not trust me on the information on this one, but Your Rage had a certain purple grape substance that wasn't grape Kool-Aid. If you know, you know. But he was accused of that, and I don't, and like me, I don't know the rest of the story because I barely did any research on this. But the next thing I want to talk about is Ron talking crazy about Kai and beating his ass.
Huh?
But one thing I want to talk about is they're in the dorms. Ron was talking mad spicy to Kai, and he was saying like, "Oh, you short, you don't have." Like he was just talking about how he can beat him in a fight. And I kid you not, Kai goes into Ron's room, closes the door, and proceeds to beat this man's ass. And then walks out and Ron's on the floor. And then after that, Kai gets word that there are a few parties in the dorms on campus. So he teams up with SUPD and has them go in a V formation and have them start chanting SUPD while they were busting these parties.
All I see is red.
And let's just say their methods were strange.
What do you mean by that?
They were playing the purge notification in the dorms. And if that were me, I would be confused as hell, to be honest. But they were out there trying to interrogate some of the streamers for some of this information. And while they were going to bust this big party that was apparently happening, they found one of the students outside the rooms, and they decided to interrogate him. And while he was getting interrogated, this man pulls out a can of silly string and sprays the dean.
You stupid.
Let's just say the man got tackled by 5 dudes. Now, if that I wouldn't let that happen to me personally. But there's one more thing I want to talk about is Suburb. Suburb Baby was on a rampage during the entire event. So one thing I want to say is Suburb was just stealing and kidnapping people's stuff, and he got arrested for it. And yeah, that was pretty much it for the first day of Stream University. So yeah, it was a pretty eventful first day of school. Not something you'd usually see in your usual university or your usual high school. Thank you so much for watching the videos. I know it takes a long time for me to make these videos, but I'm trying my best to get them as much as I can out to you guys as I can. I know that didn't make sense, but bear with me. So if y'all want to watch part 2, then it's going to be up here. If you would like to like, comment, and subscribe, that would be awesome. That would help me a bunch. And I will see you guys in the next one. That's it. I'm done.